I would like to start the forum. I am the chair, which means next to nothing, just saying these few words in the beginning. I'm sure that you are not here for the chair, but you are here for the participants, the invited speakers. Let me just name them. I will not tell you why they're here, who they are, because they are well known, first. And second, I would for sure make some mistake, which is horrible when presenting guests. So, from right to left, we have Agnes Alfandari from the Louvre. The empty seat is Alain Dupuy, who is somewhere, and he will come, probably setting his presentation. Then we have Daria Hookk from the Ermitage, Paolo Galuzzi, Museo Galileo in Florence, and Paolini from the University of Milan, Politecnico of Milan. The topic is Museum Mobile, which may mean almost everything. I recommended them to let us know of their achievements, what they have done, but also to try to give us some vision, some perspective. What does it mean? Mobile means running everywhere. Mobile means frantically tweeting something and then forgetting there is another tweet. Or perhaps in this hectic activity, there is also some time for the reflection that culture and art and science need to understand. I hope that they will give some, not answers because it would be pretentious to do this in 1 hour and a half or 1 hour and 29, but some hints and some reflections with this audience. So thank you again for coming. Thanks the speakers for accepting to come to Florence, and I will give the floor to Agnes Alfandari, and you can also let us know, and every speaker should spend a couple of words to let us know what their activity is, okay?
Can I have the video, please? Thank you. So good morning, everybody. I'm very happy to be here. I'm Agnes Alfandari. I'm Deputy Director at the Musée du Louvre. I hope you're, yeah? Okay, no? Right. And I've been working for the Louvre since 2007, first as head of the digital department, and after as deputy director of cultural production. Cultural production covers exhibition, guided tours, workshops, digital publishing, and audiovisual production. So today I will be talking about a mobile project, our audio guide, which is proposed on Nintendo 3DS. But perhaps I will say some few words about the Louvre to highlight our issues in the guidance field. As you may know, the Louvre is a very, very old palace. It was built in the Middle Ages as a fortress and expanded and transformed during the century to become the museum we know today. And we have quite an important collection with 40,000 artworks. From 7000 BC to the mid-19th century, which are presented in 70,000 square meters exhibition space. So it is huge, and the museum is visited each year by about 10 million of visitors, and 70% of those visitors are first-time visitors in a very important need of guidance. So that's why it is an important topic for us. And so, can we have the document? No, thank you. So I will talk about the Nintendo audio guide that we launched in April 2012. It was a first in many ways for us. For example, to choose a game console as an audio guide, to operate the services on our own and not with a company, the partnership with Nintendo, lot of new things for us in this project. And now we are almost 2 years after the launch. And the last years we lead a study of the reception of this new service, and that is what I want to share today. We have no result, both qualitative and quantitative, about this new service and the device, and I want to present that. So, oops, that's me. The first result, of course, is the users of this audio guide, and the first surprise is that it's quite different from the previous and former study, and we compare those results with other study about audio guide, and what we see is that we have 3 new categories of users with this audio guide. I don't know if you can read well those 6 groups of users, but we have one group which is very classical for museum. It's the one, this one. This one, the 21% of foreign tourist families. That's a classic one. And the other classic one is those one and those one who are regulars of museum. And for the first one, sorry, they are ours regulars, Louvre regulars. But the 3 other ones are more new. This one, the teens, who came for the first time in the museum. This one, which is quite important, who are foreign young adults with very, very high cultural capital and technological capital, and the last one on the which are technophile who are totally unfamiliar with museum and who came with the DS. So we saw that there is a sort of attraction effect of the DS with these new users of the audio guide. But before coming back to the users, I would like to remind you what were our goals when we began this project. We had a main and global goal that was to improve the quality of the service, of course, and its attractiveness. But it was separate in several internal and external goals. And one of them, the first one, was to increase the take-up rate, because it was low with the former guide, around 4% only. So it was an important challenge for us. We wanted also to modernize the image of the museum. The Louvre is a very classic museum, very famous, but slightly austere for some, even scary sometimes. So with the association with Nintendo, we wanted to develop a warmer, more friendly and relaxed relationship between the Louvre and its audience. And we wanted to reach new audiences also, increase the awareness of the device, of the service. And for the external goal, for the public, we wanted to work on the content because before with the former guys we saw that only part of the content was used, and for example some tours were never used, so we had to work on that. Of course, the subject of the guidance was very important for us. The former guide was launched in 2007, so you know that mobile technology really changed between 2007 and 2012. So we had a very old device with a little screen, and the topic of the guidance was very important for us. And at last, a global goal about the comfort of the visit, because with so high attendance, it is very important for us to give the best comfort and provide the best possible visit. So the first point about the take-up rate, it was a success. We had a very strong increase of the take-up rate. You can see the yellow star is showing the launch of the new audio guide, and so you have on the graphic. This is the take-up rate, and this is the number of the devices. So it's double. We passed from 4 to 8, and it's going on. So this first goal was clearly achieved. The second goal about the image, when we launched the audio guide, the media coverage was very important. There is a big buzz, and what was interesting for us, it was that platforms and media who not usually spoke about the Louvre, like teens platforms, gamer sites, or things like that, talk about it. So it was very cool, but the other thing that the study is showing is that the DS has become a motivation of the visit, and that's another very important result of this study. We have some visitors and users who really said, I went to the Louvre because I wanted to test the visit with the DS. So about about reaching new audiences, as you see on the first slide with the user groups, we reach new groups of users and takers. And about the age, we have, as you can see, 60% of the audio guide users who are under 30. In the museum, 50% of our visitors are under 30. And we have 2/3 of the users who are not traditional audio guide users. And that's really new. So we can say that the DS increased the number of young users, and the DS attracts a significant proportion of new users. But not everything is perfect and positive, and you can see that for the young girls, they take the DS, but they don't like the contents. So there is no DS or Nintendo magical effect. They still think that the museum is so boring, and they don't like our commentaries about the artworks. So we will talk about it again later. The techies, who were a new group, so went to the museum to test the DS, and they are satisfied, but they are not dithyrambic. And our core, our fan, I could say, are the young adults. They are very satisfied, and they use all the features of the DS. They're listening to all the commentaries. About the contents, we have some plus and some negative things. So the first thing is a better listening and a better distribution of the contents. As I said before, some offers were not used at all, and it's not true anymore. So we have several entries in the audio guide, and every are used by the users, like selection of the masterpieces, masterpieces tour, single commentaries, family tours. Everything is used now in the new audio guide. But as you can see, and as I said, for the teens, those contents are not interesting at all, and after, I don't know, something like 30 minutes, they give up the device. The foreign young adults are so fun, and they, I don't think, they say something like 3 or 4 hours in the museum, using everything, every 3D reconstruction, every high definition image, every commentaries. It's a little bit crazy. They love that. And what's really preoccupates us is that an important group of visitors for us, the family, the tourist family, had difficulty with the device, and they find it difficult, for example, to be guided and be oriented in the museum with the device. So that's our main focus point for the months, the future work on this project. And at the bottom, you can see that we are the middle satisfied group with our regular, for example, who are knowing so well the museum, and they use the DS as a classic audio guide. They enter the number, so they don't mind and they don't care if it's a DS or something else. For they, it's an audio guide, and they listen to the comment, and they are very happy with the comment. And the techies who really use the location features. About the better guidance, so it's better, but it's not enough. 72% of the users tell that the plan and the location features really helps them, and before with the former guide it was only 14. So it's really an improvement, but we know that it's still difficult in the museum to be guided, and visitors still use a lot of helps, like a guided paper guide or floor plans, and they always, of course, ask questions to the guard in the gallery. But and I think it will go on like that. But again, what is the problem for us? It's the tourist in family and some of the senior who are familiar with museum but not with the Louvre, and in very high need of guidance, and they had difficulties with the DES. So about the global satisfaction about our users, so you can see that 38% of them were very satisfied and 43% quite satisfied. And those bubbles show the main satisfaction, if I can say. So the first one is learning about the collection, getting information. There is a global result about facilitating the visit, having a closer look on the artworks and discovering new artworks, being surprised by the selection of the audio guide. Perhaps it's strange for you, but enjoying quietly the museum, it's a very important result because of the high attendance and the sound in the room. Sometimes it's really a problem, and so they appreciate to be cool and quiet with the headphone and with the audio guide. And as we saw, as you can see, sorry, the location feature, it's not enough, but it's an improvement. So the main result of this study is a good global satisfaction, an high increase of the take-up rate, and as we are operate the service on our own, it's important for us, for economical reasons also. A positive effect on the museum image with an increase and a big development of the audience, an improvement of the guidance, but still difficult for some audiences. So we need to make the audio guide easier to pick up for those specific audiences like first-time visitors and tourists in family. And if we want to address the teen, we really need to invent and create some special content for them. So thank you very much.